My number one tip that I've learned over the years is decluttering. The thing is, we are all going to die. We will not take anything with us in terms of our worldly possessions. Everything that we have is going to stay here. We are going to go with our deeds. The Prophet ﷺ said, "كن في الدنيا كأنك غريب أو عابر سبيل." Be in this world as though you are a stranger or a passenger, meaning don't keep too many things. The passenger doesn't have too many belongings to carry with them because it burdens them. So it's just easier to travel light. So that's what we're meant to do in this world. And also the Prophet ﷺ said, the fuqara of this ummah are going to enter Jannah 500 years before the rich people, before the aghniya. And why is that? It seems that it is because the rich people that have too many things accumulated over the years, they are going to be stranded answering for every single thing. So are your belongings really that important to you to be kept waiting a lifetime to enter Jannah? No. So we are going to declutter. We're going to remove a lot of clutter from our life. We're going to reduce our belongings so we are lighter in this world. It's a huge perspective shift. Every single thing that you own, you have to manage it. It occupies space in your house and in your mind because you're subconsciously aware of it. Letting go of it is incredibly freeing. So once you start letting go of things, you start to feel a burden lift off of your shoulders. Suddenly, tidying and organizing and cleaning takes far less time and your house feels more spacious. So for that, I will give you some precise tips. But let me tell you a quick story. A few months back, my sister visited me and she spent a few days with me. And one day she told me, in your house with cooking, it doesn't look like it's a task even. It's just an easy thing that just happens in a flow of things. So that's the moment I was like, yes. Finally, I'm among those ladies now that can do things without it seeming too tedious. And that's because my house is very simplified. I have developed systems that would make my cooking and cleaning much easier. And the number one tip, like I said, is to declutter. What I would recommend for you to do is have 3 baskets or 3 shopping bags, 3 spaces for you to put items. You should declutter every single week. Sometimes you can declutter daily as well, where you're going around looking your house, cleaning the daily maintenance, and you see, oh, do I really need this item? And if you don't, then you toss it in the basket that you've kept aside. And do one big declutter on the weekend, for example. It doesn't have to be too big, like go in a specific area. Depending on how much time you have, you can dedicate 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, and just go in one area and just ask yourself this one question: can I live without this? Can I live without this item? So go through things and ask you, can I live without this thing? If you can, then put it into one of the 3 baskets that I'm mentioning. One basket is going to be the bin. You just throw it in the bin because you don't even need that thing. If it is torn out, if it's ripped, or if it's in such bad beaten up condition that you don't need it, then just toss it out. And the next basket is going to be for the items that in fairly good condition, but you don't need them. So the decent condition items, you can either find it a new home, give it to a family or friend, or give it out in charity. Now that's done. The third basket is for things that are in excellent condition. Now, those are the things, if they're in excellent condition, look new, or they are new, then you can put them away to give as a gift, for example, or maybe you can sell them and have some extra pocket money. So the things that you can live without, just part with them and be free. Another tip that I have is for you to do a speed decluttering. Like, for example, you have set a timer, 15 minutes, declutter. So you go to your closet, for example, and timer is going on. Just quickly ask yourself, can I live without this? Can I live without this? Can I live without this? And then sort them in baskets. That's done. Another tip I can give you is for your sentimental items. Now, people hang on to things for the sentimental value for a very long time. Let me give you another perspective. There is a perspective in Swedish community. They call it Swedish death cleaning. What is a death cleaning concept? It's a concept where living people, mostly old people, do it, but any age can do it. So old people, they think of their belongings and they start getting rid of them because when they die, they don't want their loved ones to be burdened with it. There was a story of this lady. Her mother was a bit of a hoarder. She kept so many things. And when she passed away, it was so overwhelming to sort out through all the things and declutter because her house was not too big to bring all of her mother's things in her house. So she needed to find a way to declutter, sort through what needs to be thrown away, what can be given, what is valuable, things like that. It's a huge task. So don't burden your loved ones with this, because for your loved ones, they have an added emotional attachment to your things now because you've passed away. So it's going to be even harder for them to go through your things. So don't put them through that. That's a perspective change as well. So for sentimental items, it has a sentimental value to you, might not be sentimental to anybody else. So no point in keeping it. What you can do is you can take a picture. That way you can still remember that thing without it being physically there.